Ain't gonna be a long video, but it's gonna be a packed video because we have the ultimate virtue signalers before us, although I don't think they have actually any idea what they are getting themselves into. So as you know, we have this little border crisis that's been happening, just this adorable little thing. You have one or two people that maybe cross when they're not supposed to every here and there. No, we actually have unprecedented numbers pouring over our borders every single day. And it's so bad that even throughout the country, even states that are nowhere near the border are suffering. So you have sanctuary jurisdictions all over the country who declare themselves sanctuary cities, and they say, no, we will not cooperate with federal government. We are protecting our illegal immigrants. They are not going anywhere. They're ours. We're going to protect them. They are safe here. So what happens is when you build it, they come. So Massachusetts is one of the states that built it, and guess what? They came. They came in great numbers. So much so that here you have a Boston City Council member urging people to take in migrants because it's getting, illegal immigrants. Migrants just move from one place to another. Illegal immigrants actually enter places by means that are deemed illegal by the law that is on the books. Unfortunately, the administration that we currently have is allowing them to do so. So that's arguable. Anywho, they are saying, it's getting so bad, we're going to have to start making sacrifices. People are going to have to start opening their homes up. That's what the city council member said to the great people of Boston, Massachusetts, in the surrounding areas. Before I play you the clip, my question is, how many is she taking in her home? Because I think that's a requirement. I think the requirement of any public official when they suggest that regular tax-paying citizens take in people, my first question is, how many do you have, ma'am or sir? Because I will follow in your lead. You should lead by example. So anyway, here is that Boston City Council member.
Wellesley, Brookline, cities and towns that have so much more resources than the city of Boston.
Boston City Councilwoman Julia Mejia thinks more migrants can be placed outside of Boston.
I think everybody needs to start opening up their doors because this is a shared responsibility.
Controversy over the placement of surging immigrants comes as a new report links immigrants who settle in Massachusetts.
I think to yourself, that's insane. No one is actually going to take her up on that. That is wild. That is preposterous. That is crazy. To think that regular citizens should have to open up their own homes to take care of this issue. Well, joke's on me, because a couple of residents actually reached out to the state and said, you know what, we're going to take in a few migrants. So I'm going to show you that couple. This couple stepped up. They reached out to the government and said, we are going to take people in. Less than an hour later, they thought they were getting, just one person. They had a family of 4 that is getting ready to stay at their home. So let's just watch this clip. This is so unbelievably interesting. And let's talk. Here's the clip.
Jessica Stokes called the state to Colin and Jessica Stokes called the state to sign up to be a host family. It took less than an hour for the displaced migrants to be dropped off at their door.
I gotta get sheets on the bed. How many people are coming? Right. Where are they from? What ages? We really knew nothing.
The need is so clearly overwhelming.
The family of 4 who didn't want to go on camera had been sleeping at Logan Airport. The parents and 2 kids journeyed from Chile to Texas, then Massachusetts, and there are so many stories like it.
It boggles the mind that there are so many hundreds of those stories.
Colin and Jessica Stokes called the state.
First and foremost, conservatives say all the time, you know what, you want to be for open borders, then tell me, how many are you housing? So guess what? That argument does not hold water with this couple. So congratulations, touche to this couple. You stepped in, you took in a migrant family. I don't get to use that on you anymore. My argument is now moot. Here's my concern. My concern is that this couple has zero idea of what they are getting themselves into. I would also be curious to know if this couple is aware of our backwards tenant laws that exist in this country. The past few years, we have heard horror story after horror story of landlords, of Airbnbers, of people that just brought in a friend, that now you stay with someone for over 30 days. You are now a legal tenant, and they go through absolute hell to try and get these people out of their homes, because what happens when someone is with you for over 30 days, they are now a legal tenant. They now have rights. Evicting someone all of a sudden now, and that's what it's called. It's not just called asking a guest to leave. When they're there for over 30 days, they are a tenant. So you are now evicting them, which kicks in a whole set of new regulations, legalities, and problems for the owner of the property. This couple, they appear to be, I don't know, but they appear to be, maybe they have recently retired. Maybe they're about to recently retire. They maybe have children that are grown and maybe have children of their own. These are their golden years. They're years that they are enjoying the fruits of their labor and their lives. And I have a feeling their lives are about to be upended right from under them. And just to add a little note, I used to work in the foster care system with kids, so obviously very different scenarios, but I cannot even tell you how many times we had good Samaritans that wanted to step up and be foster parents, good Samaritans that wanted to step up and adopt at-risk kids, and most of the time they were not aware of what they were getting themselves into, and our kids were right back with us within a matter of weeks. And that's what I worry, that our government suggesting people take in migrants. I don't think they're being honest with people about what this actually entails, who these people actually are. And this family in particular, I wonder if they're aware that most of the people that come over our border and claim asylum do not even have legitimate asylum claims. They are here to take advantage of our laws and to get what they can. So I fear for this family. They may or may not have a very rude awakening. Hopefully it works out well for them. Good for them for being the ultimate virtue signalers. Now I can't use that argument against them, but we will see how this works out for them. I have a feeling that they have no idea what they are in store for. And how irresponsible is it of the state? Because you have tenant laws, you have rights, you have all of these things that need to be fleshed out before you just take in a family. So the city in and of itself, didn't seem like there was a whole lot of documentation, a whole lot of paperwork, a whole lot of safety that are put in place for these families. They just said, hey, we might take someone in, and then less than an hour later, congratulations, you now have a family of 4 who may or may not be frauding our asylum system, but you're not going to know. But guess what? Now they live in your home. Yay for you. There you have it. Have a